Hello, everybody. This is Eleni, and I have a very important message that you need to hear today. I just wish that people really got this point, which is that you, yes, you are worthy. You were born worthy. You don't have to prove that you are worthy. We as a society have conditioned you to believe that you are not worthy, that you have to do something to prove that you are worthy, that you have to have these achievements at school, that you have to have these achievements at work, that you have to look a certain way, that you have to wear certain clothes, that you have to own certain things in order to be worthy. You don't have to do any of that. If you look at two babies, is one more worthy than the other baby? No. And that is because we know inherently that when people are born, they are already born worthy. We have this belief that we have to be constantly proving and constantly doing something to prove our worth. When we don't, we just have to be ourselves because we already are. There's nothing we need to do. There's no one we need to become. The identity is the most difficult thing of all to release. The most difficult thing of all. I'm going to get really real here and really vulnerable here. So this last week I was in Perth at a speakers conference, and I am what's called a CSP, a Certified Speaking Professional, and many at the conference were not certified speaking professionals. So again, there's this kind of hierarchy of this person's a better speaker because this person earns this amount of money when they speak, and this person has not attained that level. And so there's this hierarchy, which makes me feel really uncomfortable because there is no better than. It's just that we're all on this journey together and we're on different parts of the journey. But yet, when they called for the CSPs to stand up, my ego was glad. My ego was like, yay, now everybody's going to know that I'm a CSP, and I'm not proud of that, but I'm just getting real about how we think and how our ego always tries to sabotage the truth and always wants to take over, always wants to take credit, always wants to appear more worthy than somebody else, always wants other people to know where they are in the pecking order. And when I meditated on that the next day, I was like, it's just not right. It's just not right for me to bathe in the acceptance of what other people think is, makes you more worthy. The fact that I've got these three letters after my name, CSP. It doesn't define who I am. It doesn't mean that I am better at anything than anybody else. It's just a designation that has been awarded because at a certain time in my life, I earned my income from speaking. And so that doesn't make me more worthy. We have to really look at when we are praised as to why that makes us feel good. Does it make us feel good because suddenly we feel like we're validated from other people? Does it make us feel good because suddenly we can say, see, I'm okay, I'm all right? How about if we just knew that we were anyway and that we didn't have to prove anything? We didn't have to own certain things. We didn't have to have certain degrees, certain designations, certain awards, or whatever to prove anything, because we just are. And then when we don't achieve whatever we wanted to achieve, then there's a lot of shame and embarrassment. If you're not busy or you're not working hard, then there's shame attached to that. And yet, how about if we just be, if we go with the flow, know that we are everything that we want to be, we already are. So anything that you want to be, you already are. If you say you want to be confident, what is that? when you're confident, it just means that you feel safe in an environment. It just means you feel safe in a space. That's all that means. It doesn't mean that you're better than. And so when you are looking at other people and thinking that they are worse than you, because perhaps they're not working, they're not doing, just start to observe your judgment, because it's never ending in terms of trying to attain the next thing and attain the next thing and attain the next thing. We're forever comparing ourselves to so-called influencers. And the other thing we need to ask ourselves is, with these influences that we are following, how are they making us feel once we listen to them? Are they making us feel good enough to be ourselves, or are we feeling that we're not good enough because we're not matching to how they look, what they wear, who they're with? So all of that is superficial, and we need to start getting really clear on what really matters. And what really matters is who you are, and who you are is worthy because you were born worthy. If this video resonated with you, or someone else needs to hear it, please share it. I'm going to be coming on and sharing a lot of these messages on a regular basis, sending you so much love. You were born worthy.